Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? We'll just dive straight on in here. These are not particularly great, if I'm completely honest. I guess we can go for like this 627. That's good salvage anyway. It's a target acquisition. I don't like target acquisition missions. Yeah, I really don't like target acquisition missions. Maybe we should consider going somewhere else? I don't know. There's no Comstar available here right now. I mean, I suppose we could go for just like something like this. Is this versus Comstar? It is. I'd prefer not to fight Comstar. Indeed. I would really prefer to not fight Comstar. I mean, this one isn't versus Comstar. We could do this. Or alternatively this, which is pirates. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. This is not a double priority salvage. We're doing okay on funds. I think we'll just run this as is. Fantastic. We need somebody to pilot this Centurion, apparently. Ah. Do we have a mech warrior available for hiring? Because I would not mind hiring one right now. Geezer would be fine. We'll go ahead and hire Geezer.
New mech warriors available.
Okay, and let's go ahead and deploy. Or wait, does Geezer actually have any XP to spend? He may. He does. Great. We'll give him a point of gunnery and tactics. And we will go ahead and deploy now that Geezer is here. And it was this... No, not this one. It was this one, Abiding Cicada. Yes. Full salvage. Fantastic. We're going to run Geezer in this Centurion. And all should be good. We'll go ahead and deploy this. Should be no problem. So we'll see how this ends up going. This is a capture base in Lowlands, so it really shouldn't be that complex. There may be a lance of reinforcements, there may be a garrison lance, there may be a lance of turrets, so I expect no more than 3 lance equivalency here. Which really shouldn't be that bad. At least in theory. We'll see how it actually ends up going. I mean, maybe those 3 lances are comprised entirely of longbowmen with, like, arrow 4s. That would hurt. That would definitely hurt. But we need to capture the logistics depot. We've been tracking the movement of several pirate convoys, and that's allowed us to pinpoint their destinations. A hidden, well-defended logistics depot. This facility is a key supplier for pirate forces in this region, and taking it from them will significantly damage their efforts against us. We'd like you to drop in, take the depot, and hold out against any enemy reinforcements. Okay, let's go on in.
Command interface initiated.
Awkward landing location, to be sure. It looks deserted, huh? Okay, well then this scenario is a nice and easy one. We will land here. And the enemies will spawn after we take the base set. No turrets to deal with. Yep, the garrison is on its way back. And that's fine. We're going to move up over this way. And are we going to occupy the base here? I believe we may. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It doesn't seem to do much if we occupy the base in this particular mode.
Move order received.
Okay, we'll just position up here for now. Okay, this is round 2. We're now going to brace everybody.
Roger. Vent and eat.
And again.
Aye.
I'm picking up
there we go.
Trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Fantastic. So they're off over here. Sure. We see a RogueTech, a laser technical, a blackjack, and a centurion. Not too terrible, in all honesty. I want to move up this way. Ooh, there's a dropship there. Okay, I want to move up here with the Raven. I want to take out that RogueTech if we at all can. We're going to try to narc this guy with our beacon mode, because we don't want to take the rocket shots if we can at all help it. It is successfully narked. That is a big, big deal. And this Centurion is going to... Can we get off over here? Yeah, it looks like we can. So we can just pass through the base here. The Centurion can't really contribute right now, so that's fine. This Centurion is going to move up And we are going to look for landing some missiles on that rocket techie.
Affirmative.
Okay, a little bit of armor shred there. We'll take it.
Commander,
The Vulcan is now going to move up to here.
10-4.
We're going to potshot this guy with the Ultra AC-5.
Copy that, Commander.
I didn't really expect anything, and that was what we got. Okay. Next up,
What's up, Commander?
our stiletto is going to come in over here. And, oh, I assumed that this was the rocket techie. It is not. We're just going to fire the SRM-6, but probably going to get nothing. Fine. I was planning on firing the iRocket at the rocket techie there. But, oh well, it's fine. Phase 15, that's the laser technical. I can't help but notice that that ain't just lasers on that laser technical.
Yeah.
Okay, our ghost is going to sprint in over this way. The laser technical is behind the, or in front of the rocket techie. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, we have a shot on it here.
Full speed
We'll do it.
sounds good.
Light him up. That did not look good on that Raven.
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
Yep. Yep, you are. That was a lot of hits on the Raven rear arc. That makes me sad.
Orders.
And I don't think we hit anything on the rocket techie there.
Copy that.
Very sad. A few more hits in there. Centurion moves up, fires on the Raven. Gets a couple of hits. That Raven is in danger right now
Systems holding.
because of
Standing by.
instability. Now, our Hunchback is a ways out there, and it's just going to
Full speed,
sprint in.
No target.
Okay, here's the danger point. The Blackjack moves, fires on the Raven. Oof, we're going to be unsteady here, aren't we? And then the rocket techie lights up the Raven. We're not unsteady. That's very lucky. And then the rocket techie went for the Centurion. You know what?
Internal structure damage.
I'll allow it. That was a pretty big mistake on their part.
Commander.
Okay. I would like to position behind this Blackjack. Perhaps even here. Yes, I like this position.
No problem.
Go for it. Light up that Blackjack rear arc. Hit him with everything you've got. That's a lot of damage.
Report critical hit.
He is unsteady. He has no armor left in his rear arc. Okay, the Raven is going to move in over here. I don't necessarily love this positioning because of the stiletto stray shot potential. I'm not going to fire the narc here because of that. I don't want to narc the stiletto. I think we're okay with stray shotting everything else into the stiletto. I would really prefer not to, but we'll roll it.
Fire 76.
Yeah, that was acceptable.
Scored a critical hit.
Okay. Next
I'm
up,
here.
the Centurion is going to step forward. This is our heavy rifle Centurion. That rocket techie did not use up all of its rockets, so let's finish it off.
Copy that.
There we go. It is now dead. Fantastic.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle removed. I'm receiving.
Next
you.
up, the Vulcan is going to close in over here. This is fine.
Roger.
I'd like to go for that laser technical. Our hit odds aren't great, and I don't want to stray shot the Raven.
Confirmed.
Okay. We didn't stray shot the Raven. It's all okay. Good. So, the Blackjack moves now. Fires on the stiletto, misses everything. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Next up, our Ghost is going to close in over here. This is through the flames, which I'm not necessarily happy about. But we'll go ahead and light up this laser technical. And that's a kill. Fantastic.
Oops, I made a mess.
Yeah, just a little one. Okay, so now the Centurion moves. That's a melee attack on that Raven. Ooh, it did hit. That sucks. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. Oh.
Hit.
What? He only has machine guns?
Hard hit there.
Okay. I was expecting an AC-20 there. I'll take it.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Okay, so we now have rear arc on this Centurion, which is kind of hilarious.
Copy that.
And we're just gonna light him up rear arc. Like, I'm even okay with firing the chaff here. Do it. Nice.
Damage is light.
Like, he turned his back in a really, really awkward fashion. And he really shouldn't have.
I copy.
Ready for
Our
orders.
Hunchback can't quite get into LOS here, it looks like. Unfortunately.
Double time. Let's
Next
go.
round, it'll be able to. Okay. But next round, I don't think it'll matter. So the Stiletto's going to come over here and see about finishing off the Blackjack.
Heading out.
That's a successful melee attack. And a dead Blackjack.
Let's hit him hard.
Fantastic.
Hostile eliminated.
Next up, our Vulcan is going to position, I think, right around here. This isn't actually ideal range. Maybe here. Do it. A little bit of armor shred there. We'll take it. Now, this guy does move immediately, which makes me sad, but he actually moved to attack the Ghost. He does hit his melee attack. Okay, see, that was more like what I was expecting to happen to the Raven.
Falling off right there.
So he does have the AC-20. He just didn't fire it when he melee'd the Raven. Fascinating. Well, we're going to kick this guy rear arc and light him up. This may well kill the Centurion if we hit the melee. We did not hit the melee. That feels bad. It still could kill him, to be fair. Certainly a lot of damage.
All out of short-range missiles.
I've seen better, though. So we're going to move up with the Centurion here, and we're going to fire on their Centurion. Good damage.
That one was a bad one right there.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm receiving you.
Now, this Centurion is going to position over here. Hopefully we don't stray shot with that heavy rifle. I doubt we will.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Very nice. Oh, he's got a mining drill on there. That explains a lot.
Critical hit.
Orders.
Okay. This position is, I think, our best for stray shot purposes. And we're a little risky here, but I'll give it a go.
See how you like it.
Oh yeah, that's our first Gauss rifle hit. I like it. That was a very quick mission.
Destroyed.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
So what are we going to get in salvage here? I mean, I didn't see anything too amazing. I'm kind of not so interested in like 50-tonners anymore. We've got a lot of them. I'm kind of leaning... I mean, we could upgrade a few of our other mechs, but I'm kind of leaning towards getting additional heavy mech parts. We'll take the Centurion part. It's just a heavy rifle. Okay. Heavy RL-10. That's only 1 ton. We're going to take that. And then there is the Tandem Rocket 10. That's not fantastic. The Rocket Pack 10 is better. I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. Yeah, there's really not a lot of great stuff in here. LMG ammo, I guess. Incendiary. I guess we'll take the Rocket Pack and the Tandem Rocket. I'm not super enthused about it. Ditch that heavy rifle. Ditch that medium rifle. We've got one. I think we will keep the RP-10s and the Tandem Rocket 10s. Generic armor, we'll definitely get rid of. Engine core 040, we don't have one of those in stock. 055, same thing. Internal combustion engine, can get rid of that. Primitive FCS, pass on that. A couple of generic heat sinks, we'll get rid of them. We've got 31 in stock. Same with generic structures. I don't like chem lasers. We're going to get rid of that ammo. And heavy rifle ammo, we have 4 of it. I don't think we need it. And medium rifle ammo, we don't actually have any medium rifle ammo. We'll keep that. A very solidly mediocre haul there, I think. However, I have been doing a lot of somewhat shorter episodes of RogueTech lately, so I do think I'm going to deploy another time this episode. It should be okay. So let's see what we end up getting here in terms of how much it's going to cost and how much time it's going to take to repair. We may or may not have to hit the month tick. I think we're going to have to because of our Mech Warrior fatigued status. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, 8 days for repairs. Yeah, I mean, we'd probably have to do that anyway. This isn't actually going to be 8 days. This is actually going to be 4 days. We'll have Hacker back.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Okay, we'll tick forward one more day here. We'll caution LaFay against making a quick decision. Yeah, she doesn't want to leave. I didn't think she would. Okay, so at this point, we have quite a lot of Mech Warriors who are out of action. I think we have to tick forward one more day here. Yeah, we've only got 3 available. So we'll tick forward one day. We'll take the financial report, much to my chagrin. But that's okay. And that's most of our Mech Warriors back. To the point where we probably... Do we have enough? We may have enough here. Yeah, we definitely have enough, I think. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we have exactly enough. So we don't need to tick forward another day. I'm happy to see that. I guess we'll grab a point of piloting for Geezer. That'll be fine. And as far as Buzz goes, what do you drive? The Ghost. I would not mind taking Tactician here. I think Tactician is good in this situation.
Training complete.
Okay, let's go ahead and accept that, and let's see... Actually, I want to double-check in the mech bay. We did take some internal damage. Looks like Yang repaired it. Fantastic. Let's check to see what's available here. Much, much better. Who's the op for? Comstar. Of course it is. I think we'll take this one. The salvage is awful, so maybe... Ooh, I don't like that. Maybe we'll sit here. It is local pirate organization. Yeah, I think we'll have one priority salvage, at any rate. Okay, who do we need in the Raven? Hacker, can you drive the Raven? No, but, I wouldn't mind getting rid of the Scimitar and Javelin affinities. I'll just put him in the Raven. It'll be okay. So this is a battle in the lowlands. In theory, we should be able to blitz through this pretty quickly, but because it is about 1 million C-bills, I do expect to have some trouble coming in here. We'll see how much. Hopefully we can bring our mechs more to bear than we could in the last mission, where we were just on the wrong side of the base for almost all of it. It was very awkward, to be sure. Very, very awkward. So, Comstar, what do you have for us here? We need to destroy a legacy lance of pirate mechs. Many years ago, we fought a lengthy conflict with the pirates here in Outreach. Recently, however, news has trickled in from a remote region of the planet. Enemy forces harrying regional transportation. Eyewitness reports describe very old mechs in colors from the conflict long since ended. You're to show these old mech warriors that the war is over for them as well. Commander, we can't underestimate these old-timers, but fortunately we can expect poorly maintained mechs. Finish them quickly. Okay, we'll see how this ends up going.
Command interface initiated.
Do we have any allies? We do. Okay. I would love to deploy up this hill. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's an option. They have the high ground. Sad. Nope, not that one. We'll deploy somewhere over here. Like this. Okay.
Ready to rock, Chief.
So we instantly see a hunter over here. They've got a helicopter as well.
Good to go, Commander.
And then 2 mechs that we don't really know too much about. They do have a support lance out there. We're not shocked by this. I'm going to reserve and allow their helicopter to move here. I don't know what's actually in that. Oh, that's our Comstar ally, actually. So there's somebody over here that we don't know about. Is this over here our Comstar ally too? No, that's a pirate. There are Comstar allies mixed in with this.
Holden for tactical advantage.
Okay, that looks like a cicada. What else do we have? It's definitely a cicada. I'm actually going to reserve here again. I want this hunter to move. Okay, they're firing on the cicada. Doing 10 damage. To a cicada, that can actually hurt. We're going to continue to reserve here. Awkward. Also awkward, the fact that we dropped directly on one of our allied units. Okay, so this guy's moving now. Okay, shooting at the helicopter. Sure. That's a big ol' overheat he's got going there. Noted. Really focusing that helicopter, but his armor is holding nicely. We're going to reserve one final time here for this hunter to move. He also... Actually, there's somebody up there. That is not the hunter. They're really focusing that helicopter. And the hunter just runs away. Okay. We're going to start climbing the hill. Our joust firing on that hunter. Not doing anything. Okay.
What's up, boss?
Our hunchback is going to take a while to climb up that hill, sadly. I was really hoping to be able to deploy up here. That would have been the definite preference. The ghost is going to move over this way, and we're going to get moving here.
What's up,
Start
Commander?
getting to move, maybe I should say. I'm going to go ahead and blow a single bolt-on eye rocket. Actually, no, I'm not. These hit odds are too bad. We'll just fire SRMs.
Standing by.
Our Vulcan is going to get up onto the marshy shore here.
Standing by.
Our Raven is going to climb up onto the shore as well.
Just running.
Okay, that Vedette safely got out. Fantastic. Couple of hunchy shots there. Sort of a, like,
Yes,
AC2 double loadout or something. We'll see.
On it.
What are our hit odds like on this guy? 0.9? Hard pass. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Centurion is going to move up over this way, and we're just trying to climb up here. This was always going to be our choke point deploying down here, and I really would have preferred not to. That's a javelin over there. Sure, who do we move now?
Yes, boss.
That would be our Raven. Our Raven is going to position here. And we're going to fire the Narc launcher in beacon mode. I do want this to be the first thing that we fire.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Solid hits there. I like it. Okay, and that was a lot of hits on the Blackjack, okay.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
I mean, I've definitely seen more hits, but they've got a fair number of units over there for sure. What else do they have out there? Phase 19. The cicada. Yeah. Okay, going for that helicopter.
I'm here.
Sure. The Vulcan is going to sprint up to here.
10-4.
I would love to take out that hunter. Do it. I think it's dead. Nope, not quite. Not quite getting that crit.
Scored a critical hit.
It's incredibly close, though. Let's see what our ally does here. Fires on the Bombardier. Okay. I don't mind that too much. That was not much of an ace pilot move. Hunchback firing on the helicopter, shooting it on down. Noted, though, that those autocannons, those are not AC-2s.
Receiving you.
Those things have a punch to them. Okay.
Moving out. I copy.
We were mostly looking to get some crits into that guy in his exposed areas. Unfortunately, we did not.
Confirmed.
Our Centurion is going to move up here.
I'm there.
And I would love to fire on one of these guys, but I don't think we're going to bother. Joust moves up, fires on that Hunter. It could easily get a kill here, but it does not. Okay, a lot of missiles coming in on the Raven, and pretty much all of them missing. That is fine. Vedette moves up. Yeah, that's a direct LOS thing. And we're going to move up with our Centurion
Moving out.
as best we can, which isn't tremendously well.
Yes, Commander.
At this time, I would love for a Stiletto to come up here and melee attack. Unfortunately, it can't. I was hoping that we would get a rear arc attack on the Cicada there. What I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to move into cover here. We're going to fire on that Hunter with the SRM. There we go.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Okay,
Yeah?
next up, our Ghost is going to attempt to get past our big boys here
Hightailing it. Yes, I am.
and join our Light Lance. That's a Warhammer. Okay. It didn't fire too much there, trying to sink heat. It still failed its shutdown override. That's a big deal.
Receiving you.
Okay, our Hunchback is going to attempt to get out of the water.
I copy.
It's not going to succeed yet.
Receiving you.
Our Raven is now going to position over here. We're going to go for the Narc on the Warhammer. Excellent. We've overheated it a little bit further. What the Cicada is going to do is going to be very interesting here. There's also that Grim Reaper back there that we'll have to keep an eye on.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
We get into this rear arc? Yes, we can! Oh boy. This is amazing. This poor, poor Warhammer. This poor, poor Warhammer.
On my way.
I would like to salvage this Warhammer, by the way, but with our salvage rights, we may or may not be able to. I actually don't remember what our salvage is in this one.
That hit something good.
I think our salvage is bad. But we may be able to grab at least a Warhammer part anyway. That Bombardier doing some damage there. The Warhammer is definitely seeing better days at this point. Phase 19, the Cicada moves up. Rear arc attacks the Raven, gets a couple of hits in there. However, its positioning is precarious, I would say.
I'm receiving you.
Reason being, well, we can't actually get into rear arc and take it out with the Vulcan. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move up here, and we're going to target that Warhammer instead. Right in that weak side arc. Is that a knockdown? I hope that's a knockdown. Yep, that's a knockdown. Fantastic. And an ejection. Oh, wow. If I'm wrong about the number of salvage that we have, we might be able to get a Warhammer out of that.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so our Blackjack is actually going to step back here to, I think, here. Yeah, here will be okay.
On my way.
We're going to step back. We're going to fire with our Bombast. We're in water.
Firing full cover.
Decent damage to that Cicada. Hunchy moves up. Fires on the Vulcan. Misses everything. I like it. So we now know that there's a total of 7 enemies. That's good to know.
Your order, Skipper.
The Centurion is obviously going to move into the rear arc of this Cicada, and I like this position.
You got it.
Light him up. In X6 mode. Very nice.
Damage is light.
That Cicada has seen better days. There's still that Grim Reaper out there, for sure. Ooh.
Commander, I'm hit.
That was painful. That was very painful. What's in that arm? That's the Narc launcher? Okay.
Standing by.
I would prefer not to lose that Narc launcher, if at all we can help it.
Affirmative.
Phase 13, the Ranger is going to fire on that Cicada in its weak arc. Not going to do much, but that's okay.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Our Ghost is going to position in this rear arc. I'm not going to blow our rocket load here, but we are going to kill this Cicada, I think. That was not good hits. Okay.
I'm guessing you didn't like that, did ya?
That's correct. I didn't like that. That was not good hits. Okay. So the Vedette moves up, fires on the Cicada's rear arc there. It's a good position to fire from, but we didn't get good rolls on the actual shooting there.
Waiting for orders.
The Hunchback is actually going to stay exactly where it is. And we're going to hit the Cicada's weak arc.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
We did miss the Gauss. Unfortunate. Phase 22, the Cicada moves immediately. I'm very saddened about this. Rip Raven arm. Oh, actually, that could have been a lot worse.
Commander, I'm wounded.
What else is new? They have another early mover there. They're going after the Stiletto. Okay. I can live with that.
Damage is light.
Next up,
Yeah?
the Stiletto. I would love to have the Stiletto come around behind the Hunchy. I think this is worth it.
No problem. Lock
Yes,
on
we got the hit.
physical
Fantastic.
attack. Go time.
We did destroy the medium rifle, and we crit the heavy rifle there.
Short
I
range
like
missile,
it.
Gone.
Okay, our Ghost is going to move up to, I think, here. With the idea being blocking for the Raven.
Don't think. Don't shoot.
10%, 38%. Okay, we're going to fire on the Cicada here, see what we can get. This is mostly just crit rolls here. Literally nothing. Okay. What else? Grim Reaper moves up. Goes for the Vulcan. This is acceptable. As long as it's not the Raven, I'm happy right now.
I'm here.
The Vulcan is probably going to want to close in over this way. Maybe sit back over here. Or maybe engage the Grim Reaper. That thing is pretty overheated. We could position here. And just start doing some armor strip on this guy. I mean, he is a big boy. There's no doubt about that. That's okay. The Joust moves up, fires on the Cicada, hopefully gets a couple of good crits. Does not.
Yup.
Okay, this Centurion is going to move up to here.
I got you.
We can fire on that Grim Reaper, 42.1% on the LRM. I think we take that.
All wet. Go.
Yeah, reasonable armor shred there. We'll take it.
Standing by.
Our Blackjack is going to step forward. This is kind of ideal range for the Cicada. We're not going to fire the long fire, but we'll fire the other one. This is not on its weak side, though. And yeah, only 4 damage. That's fine. The Ranger is not going to do anything. The Hunchy is just kind of flailing around in a panic, it would appear.
Waiting for orders.
This Centurion is our heavy rifle Centurion, and we're just going to sprint up and try to get this thing engaged over here in some way. I'm not going to fire the heavy rifle at this range. We'll potshot the ER medium.
Roger that. Target
That's
confirmed.
okay. Wonderful.
No love on that strike.
Next up, the Vedette moves up, fires on the Cicada. It does get a couple of hits in there. Okay.
Commander.
Our Hunchback is not really in a position to do much of anything other than try to sprint up the ramp. That's fine.
Commander.
Now, our Raven. We want to protect the left side here. This isn't my favorite position of all time. But we'll do it.
Putting my weight into it.
The only one we're really in danger of here... Oh, we did miss the melee attack. That really sucks. Okay. I should have taken that into account. I did not. I shouldn't have swung the melee attack. That Raven is in substantial danger right now. We'll see if the AI is smart enough to take advantage of it. Well, not with the Cicada, anyway. There's only 5 enemies here at this point.
Commander.
Our Vulcan is going to close in up over here, and we are attempting to engage with this Grim Reaper. Now, this guy does have a fair amount of armor. There's no doubt about
All
that.
weapons are moved.
But he's also running pretty hot. Phase 21, the Javelin. That's fine. Firing on the Hunchback? Okay. I mean, I don't even care about that head hit.
Good.
And our Raven just gets to move. Okay. We'll position it here. We'll vigilance it. And we will fire on the Cicada. We're having a really hard time killing that Cicada for some reason.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Okay,
Commander?
this Centurion is the heavy rifle Centurion, and we are actually going to come up here and
Location
finish that
confirmed.
Cicada. Light him up.
All right.
He's still not dead?
Reporting critical hit.
Okay, he ejects. Fine. Fair enough. Wow. Okay. That Cicada took a lot. And yeah, that armor shred is not relevant to our
Need
Centurion.
me to hold still for you?
We are completely okay with this. So we're going to move up to this position here. Now, as far as this Hunchy goes... Just checking hit odds here. I guess the Hunchy is our best target, but I'm actually going to work on the Grim Reaper here.
Locking off. All weapons.
Okay. A little bit more armor damage there.
My short-range missiles are out.
Yep, that's fine. And yeah, we are definitely starting to see some damage come in on that guy. Now, our Stiletto is still going to continue working on this Hunchy.
Moving to position.
We did miss that melee attack. That's unfortunate. Oh, ammo explosion. We will take that.
Mech destroyed.
We will absolutely take that. So, at this point, the Joust moves up and attacks that Grim Reaper. I think our best bet... Our Hunchback is so sad that we had to drop down here. Imagine if we could have dropped up here, what our Hunchback would have been doing.
Commander.
I think what we're going to do here is we're going to send our Ghost up over this direction to help
Hauling
engage the
air.
Grim Reaper. We still have our rockets, and I'm going to save them. Okay. Little bit of armor reduction there.
Orders.
Our Blackjack is going to sprint up the hill as best it can, and then probably just lob missiles at the Grim Reaper. These hit odds are sufficiently low that I think we're just not going to do anything with it. Little bit of damage to that Grim Reaper. We'll take it.
Orders.
Okay, our Hunchback is definitely going to continue sprinting up here. We got to get out of this marsh.
It's on now.
Okay,
Yes,
at this
Commander.
point, our Raven is going to sprint over this direction.
Affirmative.
Okay. We'll see what their Javelin does. It's mostly just been chilling there. And I'm okay with that. There's only 3 enemies left at this point. Yeah, it's just continuing to lob missiles at the
I'm
Hunchy,
showing
which
minor damage.
I don't care about. Okay.
Standing by.
The Vulcan, at this point, can get in behind the Grim Reaper. And we're doing that. The Grim Reaper's rear armor is much weaker.
Coordinates received.
We did miss that melee attack, which makes me very sad.
I missed.
I noticed. We still got a structure exposure. And we did destroy its laser AMS. That's not
Critical
bad.
hit, Commander.
He is now
Yeah.
unsteady. We would have to charge with the ghost. I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do... Or do I want to charge with the ghost? We would take full instability. I'm going to give it a go.
Head
I may
down.
hate it. No, I think it's okay.
Ready for order.
Our stiletto is unable to sprint, so we're just going to move down over here and brace. Fantastic.
I'm here.
This Centurion is going to close in up over here,
Order acknowledged.
and we are going to light up this Grim Reaper. Head hits. Head hits.
This should be good.
Okay.
I'm taking some serious hits.
Yeah. Not really.
What are your orders, Skipper?
This Centurion is going to also move up. I want this angle.
10-4.
And we're going to continue to fire on that Grim Reaper.
Copy that.
Not bad.
I'm losing a lot of armor here.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, they're shooting at the Bombardier. That's okay.
Good to go.
Our Blackjack is going to continue to move up. And we're going to fire at the Grim Reaper here. Absolutely. Do what damage you can. Not bad. Additional damage to the Grim Reaper. We'll take it.
Receiving you.
Our Hunchback is all the way back in phase 6 right now. Ooh, that's actually LOS? With terrible hit odds. Okay, we're just going to sprint up the hill. Man, I wish we could have dropped on the top of the cliff. Well, let's see what the Grim Reaper does here. There's some damage he could do. But he chose not to. The Javelin could do some damage here, like it could... Well, it couldn't actually get a knockdown on the Ghost. Or he could just throw more missiles at the Hunchback, which hasn't even participated this mission. I'm okay with it. So at this point, the Ghost is going to just walk in over here. I don't know why we can't melee from this position, but I want to walk into his rear arc.
I'm on my way.
And we are going to light this guy up with everything we've got. Artemis 4 ammo explosion there. Okay. And an ejection. We'll take it. The Joust firing on the Javelin does 6 damage. Okay.
Skipper.
So our Centurion is going to continue its advance here. I think we'll just fire the LRM.
Firing.
Pretty good damage to that Javelin.
I'm receiving you.
Our other Centurion is going to advance
Order
as well.
received.
I don't think there's a point in firing the heavy rifle or the SRMs. We'll just sink a little heat and pot shot with the ER medium. There we go.
Negative damage.
Yep,
Repeat.
that was fully
Negative
expected.
damage.
The Ranger moves up. And the Bombardier just didn't do anything.
Let's do this.
An interesting choice to be sure. We're going to move the Raven down over this way. And the Stiletto could actually charge the Bombardier, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to move up to
Double time.
here
Let's go.
and fire that SRM.
Time.
Excellent.
Waiting
Next
for
up,
orders.
the Vulcan is going to move into kind of optimal range on this
Location
Javelin.
confirmed.
And we're going to light up his side arc.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I was hoping for internal damage there, I'll be honest.
Commander.
Moving up with the Blackjack. And we are going to fire on this guy, not the Bombast.
Lock it on.
That's some decent damage there.
solid connection on that one.
Excellent. I mean, we're in cleanup mode now, so this is not any sort of a surprise.
Yes, Commander.
Our Hunchback is not really able to get up the hill yet.
Moving fast.
Next turn or the turn after. You know, when everything's dead. Oh, that's exciting stuff. Okay, phase 21, that is a Javelin. He is moving. I'm not shocked by this. Fires on the Vulcan, does 5 damage. We don't care. All good.
Yup.
Centurion is going to move up here, and our hit odds are probably best on the Bombardier, right? Yeah, absolutely, because it hasn't moved. 9 damage.
Commander?
Okay, we'll take it. We're going to sprint up with our Centurion, not like we can actually do anything right now.
Something I can do.
Our Stiletto, on the other hand, is absolutely going to look for a rear arc attack, and the Javelin is actually the one to go for.
Location confirmed.
Ooh, that's a leg hit.
Critical attack.
Leg destruction, I believe, actually.
Inflicted. Heavy damage.
Not bad. Not bad at all. The Joust moves up, fires on the Javelin. Does 3 damage. That's adorable. The Bombardier, firing on the Stiletto, but turning so that we can actually hit its rear arc now, I believe. I think we can hit that rear arc. We're going to sprint in with the Ghost here, and the Ghost is not going to be able to get LOS over here. That's okay.
Waiting for orders.
Now, our Raven is going to sprint up over this way.
Copy that.
And we're going to look to narc the Bombardier.
Acknowledge.
Fantastic. Plus 12 heat as well.
Commander.
That's not bad. We're going to move up with the Vulcan.
Roger.
And maybe go for this other leg.
Target locked.
Okay. I mean, that's not truly helpful, but it'll do. The AC-5 unjammed as well, so that's nice. We're going to move up with our Blackjack and fire into that Javelin again. I guess we'll just go CT.
Engaging with target.
Okay.
Target.
And an ejection. Perfect. The Ranger moves up. Only the Bombardier is left.
Waiting for orders.
The Hunchback is never going to be able to fire. It only fired once on the
Just
Cicada.
running.
Hilarious. Okay. The Bombardier moves immediately this turn. Attacks the Stiletto. But it's even more vulnerable now,
Waiting for
in all
orders.
honesty. The Centurion is going to sprint forward. And the
Standing by.
Raven, at this point... Can we get in there? No, that would have to be a charge. So instead, we're going to position here
Moving to
and
position.
rear arc narc him.
Taking the tone.
And also soften up that rear arc a bit. Fantastic.
Receiving.
And now the Stiletto is going to come in and do the Stiletto melee attack. Get in there. Oh, we missed that. We had like an 89% chance.
Yeah, I missed.
I noticed. Made me very sad, too. Okay,
I'm
well,
here.
our Vulcan is going to move into this side arc.
10-4.
And we're not going to fire the Ultra AC-5 at these hit odds,
Roger
but
that. Target confirmed.
we'll just shred a little bit of armor off of this guy. There we go.
Standing by.
And our Blackjack will advance
Moving to position.
and drop a couple missiles on him.
Engaging.
Sure.
Ready to rock.
Our Centurion will also sprint up,
Double
and
down.
we'll drop a
Let's
few
go.
more missiles on him.
I'm on it.
Okay. And then our Ghost. We'll get up to this position here,
Roger. Full throttle.
and we'll see what we can do to his front arc. Not too bad. The Bombardier dies next round
Ready
for sure.
orders.
Hunchback is
On my way.
way out there. The Hunchback is really wishing it could have jump jetted up that cliff right now. Bombardier melee attacking the Stiletto. Sad. But, kind of irrelevant.
Copy.
The Ghost is now going to come in here, and actually we can't rear arc attack the Bombardier from that position. Good job positioning, Bombardier.
Affirmative.
You're still dead, though.
Affirmative.
Mm-hmm.
That.
And an ejection. Okay. That was a lot of ejections.
Mission successful.
So let's go ahead and get our salvage. Do we want the Warhammer, or do we want the other guy? I think the other one was also a heavy. We'll have to take a look at that. Because I'm pretty sure we can only get one part. So, let's see. Yep. They're disputing the Grim Reaper part. Are those 4 parts stacked or separate? I wish I knew that. If they were stacked, I would absolutely refuse this. If they're separate, I don't care, and they can do that. I'm going to refuse it on the assumption that they're stacked, but pro tip, I don't think they're stacked. Yeah, they're all separate. Okay. So in that case, we're just going to go for the Warhammer part, and we lost rep for no reason. Fantastic. Well, maybe we'll get other Warhammer parts through the roulette, but I kind of doubt it. Let's see. Yeah, we absolutely did not. That is okay. An XL Clan engine. Huh, that's interesting. I'm going to sell that case too, and those as well. Yeah, we didn't get much there at all. We didn't expect much with our salvage rates being what they were. So that's all fine. We did manage to get our hands on is that another Warhammer part or just a Warhammer part? I'm not sure which, but either way, I'm reasonably content with that. We did take some damage, but nothing that would, in theory, not be repairable by Yang, and fairly quickly at that. That went reasonably well, all things considered. So while we're loading in here, I will say this episode has gone a little over. I did want to make this one a little bit longer of an episode. But you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and that's not bad. Do it, Yang. And I will see you all next time.